Hey friends, welcome back to Better Days Start Today. I'm Adrienne. Today I wanted to share a card pull that I did for 2025. If you know me, you know that I love a good oracle deck, manifestation cards, affirmation cards. And the reason that I enjoy them is because I feel like you pull a card and it tends to be the message that your intuition needs to hear. So for me, I pull a card, I look at the imagery, I see what I get from it, and perhaps there's a message on the card, I take that in, and then if there's a book that goes with it, I read the accompanying message with that and then internalize it. So for my first card pull of 2025, I shuffled the deck and did the spread with the question of what energy will support my desires through 2025. For this, I used the Manifestation Cards by Spirit Daughter, which is an absolutely gorgeous deck. If you have never used it and you like this sort of thing, I highly recommend that deck. It's amazing. I did some breathing beforehand and just kind of got myself into a really calm space, did the shuffling, and then I did a full spread and did a one-card pull. And I did the method of choosing the card by closing my eyes and hovering my hand across the spread. My non-dominant hand, that is. I would kind of slide my non-dominant hand as I hovered over the deck. And once I felt a pull in my non-dominant hand middle finger, I then pulled the card. I wanted to share this because this card is so fitting for this audience. If you are listening to Better Days Start Today, or even if you found me in the Living with Loss era or the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life era, it really all boils down to figuring out what's next in our lives. How do we want to energetically show up in our lives after hard things have happened? And it's kind of accepting that that is the journey of life. So for this card in the deck, if you're familiar with it, I pulled card 28. It is Be Positive. And the message on it is I focus on the good in life. Now the picture on this is like a feminine outlined figure rowing in what looks like kind of rough water. There's a mountain landscape behind her. There's a moon shining. There's some stars in the sky. It's a very beautiful, calming picture, but it also signifies that there's some challenge. And I think this is so fitting because you could be surrounded by beauty, by amazing things in your life, but you could be going through a really challenging season. So what you choose to focus on in that moment, the hard season and everything that is difficult about it, or become amazed and in awe with what surrounds you, your experience in that moment is going to be very different. So then I turned to the message in the guidebook. This card reminds you to think positively in every situation. Even if it feels like life is throwing curveball after curveball, find the silver lining in it all. Positivity is the foundation of any intention. Assume the best will work out, and it will. As you embrace your positive vibrations, you'll find that there are no mistakes, only lessons. Positivity more easily attracts the energy you need for your mission and helps you feel more in the flow of your life. When you tap into the energy of positivity through conscious attention, it propels you to the top of any mountain with grace and ease. However, it can be challenging to remain in a positive vibration. Life is full of twists and turns, and entering a downward spiral can be a slippery slope. If you find yourself having trouble maintaining a positive perspective, take some time to celebrate your life. Find a higher meaning in every mishap. Journal and explore incidents that at the time felt like a mistake, but that actually led you to a greater discovery about yourself. In an effort to cultivate a positive frequency, embrace the unplanned and accept that life is not always in your control. Look for signs and symbols that you are on the right track, and know that the universe is always supporting your journey. When you look for positivity in your life, you'll see it right in front of you every time. This card is a reminder to look for all the good around you, even when it's challenging. Keep searching for it. The mantra, I focus on the good in life. This was my first card of 2025, and I think it is absolutely fitting for where I am right now in this season. And also, my North Star word of 2025 is faith. And it's not tied to any dogma or any religion. It's the idea that I believe in the unseen. I believe in my path. I believe that it's unfolding the way that it needs to for the highest good. It just, the path that I am on is the path that I'm supposed to be on. And that's very easy to believe when things are going exactly as you want them to. But of course, it becomes more challenging when you feel like if one more bad thing happens or one more challenging thing happens, you feel like you're kind of at the brink. You're losing your mind a little bit. You're like, what else? And for me, just staying in that energy of faith, and no matter what is happening, no matter how good, how bad, how neutral, whatever it is, that it's for me. And that is a core belief of mine. Everything is for me. So this card, it really aligns with the word I have chosen, which is part of a larger virtues compass that I did for 2025, which I will share more about that another time. But I think it is interesting and uncanny how we get the message that we need to get when we need to receive it. So if this is a message that you need for your 2025, I encourage you to take it in and take it with you. The mantra, I focus on the good in life. I hope this has been helpful for you today. I hope that you enjoy a good Oracle manifestation card pull like I do. But I thought it would be very fitting for the community to share exactly what I pulled and what it means, and how we can all stand to really lean into this in this new year. Kind of regardless of what happens, we're going to focus on the good. It's not to say we're going to bypass the bad, but the difficult circumstances will always come up, and we just need to decide what they mean for us in our lives and where we go next. So I will leave you with that. I focus on the good in life. Until next time.
Thanks so much for spending time with me on Better Days Start Today. If you loved this episode, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the podcast, and leave a review. It helps more people find this space and start creating their better days too. And hey, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter at adriennecrowley.com. You'll get exclusive tips, tools, and access to complimentary events designed to support you every step of the way. Until next time, remember, your better days, they start today.